Hello everyone and welcome back to Battlebots Super Heat E this time. Now if you see my Instagram page at all, Andy underscore Dandy underscore boy with an I instead of Y, then you would see that I'm actually pretty hyped for this because I think every fight here will be very entertaining, at least for the first round. We have very well-known Battlebots such as Huge and Beta, very well-known Robot Wars robots like Rapid and Tough as Nails, and two robots are at the top of their class when it comes to robot combat, Tombstone and Hydra, which is the fight we'll be seeing first. While Tombstone has a powerful weapon, it does have poor driving, so if it loses its weapon, which basically helps it move, it will most likely get counted out. Hydra is probably in my top 3 flippers that I've made in this competition. However, it does not have good armor, so it's going to have to armor itself well if it wants to win this fight. Let the bot battle begin. Will Hydra's armor hold up to Tombstone's weapon? And it doesn't seem like... Wait. Did Tombstone hit the engine motor on Hydra? I think he did. Yeah, Tombstone definitely did. Tombstone with a very quick knockout against the very well-formed flipper Hydra. So the armor proved unsuccessful against Tombstone as Tombstone came in with like less than a 5-second knockout. I think that's a record in Battlebots Super. But nonetheless, Tombstone proceeds the next round and Hydra has to pray that it gets a chance in the wild card. Now it's time for Beta versus Huge, or Beta, I don't care. I'm calling it Beta because that's how you pronounce stuff like that, like Beta Project or something. So Beta's strengths are that it is very low to the ground, meaning that it should be able to scoop up Huge and hit it with the hammer. The problem is the hammer does almost to jack shit. I mean, with the rocket booster, it might be able to get a few good hits on the wheel, but without getting any proper damage, it leaves it vulnerable to a counterattack by Huge. Huge also has an offense problem, but however, it should be able to sustain the hits from Beta pretty well for the most part. Now, both bots have changed their weapons a bit in this fight. Beta doesn't have the rocket booster and Huge doesn't have a longer spinner. So let's see who wins. Beta trying to see if he can get under Huge and use that weapon. I mean, he used his weapon there, but has Huge already lost a wheel? I think he has. Beta's lost the head of his hammer. Beta is barely moving at this point. It's upside down. Huge doesn't have a wheel. So it's... Beta is running from Huge at this point. And surely Beta's done now. Oh yeah, he is. Is Huge gonna come in for a kill shot? Nope, he isn't. So Beta loses and has to pray for a wildcard spot. And Huge moves on to the next round, where it hopefully will not have to fight Tombstone. But next we have the Battle of the Robot Wars, Rapid versus Tough as Nails. Now, Rapid, if you've seen my episode take on him in when I showed all the bots that I made, I was actually pretty hyped for Rapid. I think it did a lot of good designs overall. We have 2 modular designs planned for him. The one you see right now is going to be the first plan for him, and then for next season, if we make a next season, the second design is going to be used. But yeah, I believe Rapid is a good flipper. However, it doesn't have great armor, so it's going to be tough to take hits from a bot that has its weapon right in front of the opponent, tough as nails. Now, realistically, tough as nails is probably the worst robot in this heat. I don't think tough as nails has a lot of good weaponry. It wasn't really made to be a good robot. We kind of just made it last minute. And if it gets, you can see that its ground clearance is like really high. So if Rapid can get like any type of thing that turns into a flip, it could be the end for Tough as Nails. But Tough as Nails' weapon is also its defense. I'll give it that. So as long as it still has, let the battle begin. Tough as Nails going slow on that attack, and it looks like the attack didn't work all that well, because that did a lot of damage to Rapid's flipper, it looks like. But Tough as Nails only has one thing left. Both bots are down at this point. And Tough as Nails wasn't mobile, so it goes to the judges. And the winner of the judges' decision is Rapid. So now we will choose who gets the wild card between Hydra, Beta, and Tough as Nails. And the two robots receiving the wild card are Hydra and Beta, so they will fight each other for the final spot in the semifinals. Let the bot battle begin for the final spot in the semifinals. Hydra almost got a flip in there, and Hydra's taken out the soldier, so it should be an easy job for Hydra to try and beat Beta. Beta under Hydra again. Is Beta having some weapon problems? It looks like it. Beta with a missed flip there. Hydra trying to get a flip in, but it's not working all that well. Is Beta moving? I don't think he is. Oh, there's some movement from Beta, and finally movement from the hammer. And it looks like Beta is knocked out. So the winner of the wildcard fight is Hydra, and Hydra moves on to the semifinals. So now it is time for the semifinals, which is Tombstone versus Hydra again, and Huge versus Rapid. Now, Hydra is once again using the armor it used against Beta, and it worked out pretty well for Hydra overall. Let's see if it can work against Tombstone this time. Let the battle begin. Will Hydra's armor hold up this time? Doesn't look like it. Hydra doesn't even have any armor. One more hit should do it, and it did. Tombstone has won it. So now it's time to see who Tombstone will be fighting in the Heat final, with Huge versus Rapid. Let the battle begin between these two bots. Rapid gets a flip on Huge. He's going to need a lot of those to flip to get some damage in on Huge. Huge nearly indestructible. And what the heck was that? Huge just snipped off Rapid's weapon with its wheels. That's a way to do it. Huge is looking immobile now. We might have to start a countdown. But no, Huge gets right back up after being almost counted immobile. Rapid running. Rapid trying to use the home base as an advantage against Huge, and it looks like Huge took the bait, but it looks like Rapid also took damage, and Huge has won the fight. So Huge will be fighting Tombstone, but before we do that, we have to see who wins third place of the heat. It is time for Rapid versus Hydra. Let the fight for heat third place begin. Hydra having some weapon and drive problems, it looks like. Hydra trying to get under Rapid after it's lost its flipper now. And it looks like Hydra won in the lamest way possible. So now it is time for the heat finale, Tombstone versus Huge. Tombstone has not changed overall in any design areas. Tombstone has given itself a shorter bar, but not that shorter that it wouldn't be any much of a difference. Huge, however, has changed immensely for this heat final. We've given him its horizontal spinner configuration, the horizontal counter spinner, which basically means it's meant to fight horizontal spinners and to take much less damage from horizontal spinners because the wheels are made out of armor instead of frame pieces. However, Huge does not have any sort of weapon because of this to balance it. So will the armor hold up, or will Tombstone get another insane knockout? With the heat finale begin, and Huge having wheel troubles, it seems. Is Huge's wheel even going? One of Huge's wheels seems to be stuck on something. It looks like this could be a quick knockout for Tombstone, as it was a possibility, but now Tombstone's finally moving with that wheel. But Tombstone's able to get a knockout. Okay, we decided to give Huge a rematch because what happened wasn't really fair. It's just that we forgot to take one pin off of Huge, and therefore Huge's wheel got stuck. So now we're gonna have a rematch. Okay, let the rematch begin. Let's see if Huge can do any better this time. And nope. It already lost its wheel. Good job, Huge. And Huge is taking a massive amount of damage right now as its base is exposed, and Tombstone is able to get that shot and land right on the wheel on its feet like an athlete. Good job, Tombstone. So Tombstone is our heat winner with Huge as our runner-up and Hydra as our third place. Next time we will do Heat F, which is our second to last final heat. So be sure to tune in for that. But in the meantime, bye.